Today on Global Glimpse, we break down one of the most heated political battles unfolding in Washington. President Joe Biden and Senate Republicans locked in an intensifying confrontation over a sweeping new border enforcement bill that has triggered a high-stakes legislative fight, exposed deep ideological divides, and reshaped the national debate over immigration, security, and executive authority in real time. As the Senate returns to full session, a proposed legislation aimed at tightening asylum screenings, expanding migrant detention capacity, and giving presidents expanded authority to shut down border entries during surges has become a political lightning rod, with Biden urging lawmakers to pass what he calls a necessary national security measure. While Republicans argue that the bill doesn't go far enough, accusing the administration of failing to control the border for years, inside the Senate chamber, tensions have escalated as Democrats attempt to frame the bill as a balanced compromise that strengthens enforcement, without abandoning humanitarian obligations, while GOP leadership insists the proposal is too soft and demands stricter provisions, including mandatory detention, expanded deportation powers, and the reinstatement of Trump-era policies like Remain in Mexico. Outside Congress, immigration advocacy groups are mobilizing vigorously, warning that the bill risks undermining asylum rights and enabling future presidents of any party to broadly restrict lawful migration. Meanwhile, border state governors are applying pressure of their own, with Democrats in states like Arizona and Nevada urging bipartisan action to relieve overwhelmed local systems, while Republican governors continue deploying state and National Guard units and launching state-level operations designed to bypass or challenge federal authority. Economists and policy analysts note that the debate has shifted from purely ideological lines to practical questions of capacity, humanitarian resources, and long-term demographic pressures, with the CBO releasing new projections showing that immigration legal and illegal will significantly shape the U.S. labor force over the next decade. The political stakes are enormous. With the 2025 election cycle already underway, both parties are using the border issue to galvanize their bases, shape media narratives, and frame the opposition as irresponsible or extreme, creating a climate in which compromise becomes politically dangerous, even as national security experts warn that inaction could worsen the situation at the border and further erode public confidence in government institutions. As the bill moves toward a potential vote, moderates from both parties find themselves under intense scrutiny, some Democrats arguing that rejecting the bill would hand Republicans a political weapon, while several GOP senators face backlash from hardline conservatives who have vowed to block any compromise seen as insufficiently aggressive. At the same time, Biden's strategic calculations are being closely watched. His administration has already taken more than 500 executive actions on immigration, but advisors believe that passing a bipartisan enforcement bill would help counter Republican attacks and demonstrate decisive leadership on a volatile issue. Yet critics warn that giving presidents broader authority over border shutdowns could be abused in future administrations, a concern amplified by civil liberties groups and legal scholars who point to past examples of executive overreach. Media coverage has magnified the conflict, with cable news and political commentators highlighting every procedural delay, every floor speech, and every leadership statement, fueling a sense of crisis and adding public pressure on senators who remain undecided. As the debate enters its final stretch, both sides acknowledge that the outcome of this bill will shape immigration enforcement, for years to come, influence the broader balance between humanitarian protections and national security, measures and determine how much authority Congress is willing to delegate to future presidents. With the Senate teetering between gridlock and breakthrough, and with political consequences looming over every vote, the nation watches closely to see whether lawmakers will seize the moment too, or allow partisan bitterness to once again derail urgently needed reform. This is Global Glimpse, where we bring clarity to the issues shaping America's future. Stay informed, stay curious, and join us tomorrow as we continue to break down the stories that matter.